Okay. Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, August 17th. I always have to look over at my calendar, and I want to welcome you all to the celebration recap team call. We have so many of us that are going to share a little bit of our takeaways tonight. We all had such an amazing experience together, 98 people from our team. I had so many from mine. I had 26 to 28. It was 26 to 28 more than I had last year. It was just such an amazing experience to have so many of us together, just learning and growing and hugging and sharing, and really, really great. And we're gonna cover every day, and that's how we're gonna break it down. Starting with Tori Buchwald is going to be sharing from our leadership training with Eric Worre on Sunday. So Tori, are you there and ready? Hopefully she realizes she's muted. Tori, I'm not sure if you know you're muted. So you have to unmute.
While we're waiting for Tori, if you'd like to ask a question along the way, you click on the bottom of your screen on chat, and it'll pull up the chat menu on the side, and you can send a little message so we can make sure that we get all your questions answered. Okay, thanks.
Perfect. Thank you for saying that, Tara. And actually, as we always say, please, please, if you hear something tonight that really struck you, either make sure you look up the person that they're referring to, or just post it in our Facebook event for this, and we definitely will be following up, because of course we are just touching on the basics. Thanks, Tara. Tori, are you there? Okay, so hopefully she's going to wind up joining in, and maybe she can add it in the chat. I'll text her. Jake, we're going to put you on the spot, man. We're going to have you start 5 minutes early. Are you good with that?
I guess so.
So we're going to have Jake start out by talking about day one general session and focusing in on David Wood and the IsaBody Challenge. Go ahead, Jake.
Guys, I can't explain to you how much this has just changed my perspective on everything in Isagenix. I have to encourage you all to get a ticket next year or go this year to the New Year's party. It's changed the way I felt. I walked into the room and broke into tears without anybody saying a word. I mean, the energy, I have never felt that, and the love from everybody is absolutely amazing. But my biggest takeaway from that day one was David Wood. I mean, he inspired my most recent post, and it's just seeing the way that you were, or the way you used to be when you used to be very happy, or the way you can see yourself being. Guys, you just got to think about where you want to be in life. I posted today that I just want to be happy with my family and, be around for all of them. It is absolutely amazing. And, he gave a statistic out about 7 out of 10 people are not happy with where they are, or their energy levels, or what they can contribute to society. If we can help just one of those people, guys, it's truly life-changing. Another thing he said is it's always normal to want to quit, but where does that get you? It gets you right back to being unhappy. And this man, like I said, had me in tears by the time I got away with it. The biggest thing, you got to start with yourself. You can't think that you're going to change the world if you're not happy with the way you are. I mean, I was a big person to say something about this because I was not happy when I started. But if you want to get into that business side and truly be happy with yourself, you got to start there. Another thing is, remembering your thoughts drive your feelings. And when you get that, it'll drive your actions. And when it drives your results. So right there says a lot. You've got to keep with yourself, and that will drive to your end result where you want to be. Another thing he said, and maybe it didn't resonate with me at the time until I wrote it down. I've got a full book of things that I wrote down through this, but another thing is each day is a gift, guys. You need to enjoy each and every day, and with Isagenix, it's brought me to the next level, and I get to enjoy each and every day. My other big thing is the IsaBody Challenge. Another thing, I'm not a big crier, but I know every single person, every single story in this thing brought me to tears. I encourage every single person to sign up for this, because this is a drive, a motivation to keep going and to make you want to be better with yourself. There was a lady up on stage that really, two people, but the big one that caught my eye, she has lost 229 pounds on this. Absolutely amazing. I mean, that is life-changing. She's going to be around for her family, and it right there says a lot. Our big winner was a pro athlete. When he retired, he lost a lot of his drive. And when he signed up for Isagenix, he got into the Isa Body Challenge. The man looks amazing now, probably back even better shape than he was when he was a pro athlete. So my big thing is, guys, go to isafyi.com, check out these stories, get inspired, and just keep on pushing every single day. That's all I got, guys.
Awesome, Jake. Thank you so much. That was great. And I told you before this call, bring your passion to the call. You guys can hear me, right? Okay, good. I told you to bring your passion to the call, and you really did. If there's anything that I can say, it was watching you and the whole Janice family at this event. It really had a huge impact on me, and I'm so glad to see that you're taking that right back home again, and just keep it going. It's fantastic. Okay, so Tori, I think, is back now. Tori, are you there? She was back. She was back. Oh, she needs to unmute. Or is she muted?
She's unmuted. Tori's unmuted.
Tori's there and she's unmuted. I'm going to give her just a second, and if for some reason that's still not working. Tori, do you know? Tori, can you hear us? Oh, but we can't hear her. Okay, so we're just going to keep bumping you. So hopefully eventually you're going to be able to do this thing, because we really want to hear from you. And we'll just keep going, and we'll go to the second day, Tuesday, which was the I'm going to let Tara share what she's going to be focusing on.
Great, thanks, Genevieve. I have a little bit more stuff here because I'm covering a few things. So we're going to talk about Jessica Johnston. She talked about connecting. So we do not sell, guys. We connect. And the definition of connect is a person who aids another person in achieving a goal. Is that what we do? That's exactly what we do. We do not sell Isagenix. No, we connect with people. So the way you connect with people is make a list of all your people and send them a message, call them. I know calling's like a little, you don't call anymore, but you send messages or send texts. Give sincere compliments. Talk about themselves. That's why we have 2 ears and we have 1 mouth. You want to make sure that you are listening to what their needs are. This was a big mistake that I did at the beginning. I talk too much. Listen to what they have to say. If they say they need to lose weight, what can you say? That's great. That's what I do for a living. I help people exactly like you. What if they say, I need more energy? That's great. That's what I do for a living. I help people exactly like you. I mean, come on, guys. It's so easy. You find something that they need that we can help. And we can help with so many things. Everyone ages. Make a chicken list. Okay, chicken list is people that you will not contact, that you just scared. I have a chicken list. And my goal is once a week to contact somebody off my chicken list, okay? And a lot of times those chicken list people respond faster than the other people. So make your chicken list and contact those people. Make sure when you talk with passion. That's really important. Okay, so if I really talk like this all the time and I'm talking about Isagen, oh my God, I love this stuff. You don't understand. Come on. Can you see the difference? You gotta be excited. Don't use monotone. Okay, social media, one of my favorite ones. This is Tracy O'Malley, and I also went to a breakout session with Lori and Chris Harder, so I'm gonna combine their 2 into 1 here. What is Facebook? Your own reality show, guys. Seriously. It's your own reality show. People are watching you. They see what you do. They know I have 3 boys. They know I exercise a lot. They know I do this. They know. Let them into your life. Granted, let your life be positive. We don't want any negative on there, but let them into your life. Once you develop a relationship with them through Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or however you do it, once you develop a relationship with them, guess what? They trust you. And that is how you're going to build this business, is based on trust. They will not join you on your team if they do not trust you. And you have to develop this through posting every single day. 10-4-1, 10 times a week, non-Isagenix related posts. 4 times a week, indirect Isagenix posts. 1 time a week, power post. Super important. You know, we have so many calls on just the Facebook stuff, so I'm not going to go into too many details, but the one thing that Chris Harder said was, again, Facebook is your own reality show. It's free. You don't need to pay, and let people watch you. You know, open your Facebook so everyone can see it, so it's open to the public. Don't keep it on private settings, because you want people to see what you're doing, okay? So when you post, you're creating curiosity. We know we don't say Isagenix. We all coach our people not to say Isagenix. You create curiosity. What does that create? It creates questions. What does that create? It creates conversations. Conversations create customers, okay? Curiosity, questions, conversation, customers. People are not buying Isagenix. Guess what they're buying, guys? They're buying your lifestyle. They are buying what makes you happy, okay? What makes your life good. So again, I can go on and on. Genevieve only gave me 5 minutes, so I'm going to stop. Jason Liu and the 3 principles of prospecting. One is less is more. Biggest mistake I've made with Isagenix was in the beginning. I verbal vomited over and over. This is how much it costs. This is how many people we have on our team. This is this. This is that. This is this. That. But they don't care. Honestly, they don't care. Less is more. Number 2, you do not have to be the expert. Just know where to lead them to get their answers, okay? And number 3, monkey see, monkey do. You want to use the videos, everything that Isagenix provides through isagenixbusiness.com, all of the duplicable materials that they provide for us. That's what we want to use, guys, okay? And then he also talked about the breadcrumb trail. The breadcrumb trail is small commitments add up along the way. So don't go right to the finish line. Those millionaires did not become millionaires overnight. They had small commitments over time, and that developed into their final business. So that was my 3 on there. Now you want me to do the next, Genevieve? Jay Bennett?
Sure. It's quick, right?
Okay. Am I going over? You gave me 8 minutes. Okay. ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. Write this down. No, you gave me 8. You gave me 8.
All right. We're going to keep going because it's all good stuff.
ABC 1, 2, 3. Write this down. A, attitude. You writing it down? B, belief. And C, commitment. Jay Bennett says, network marketing is as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. Positive attitude in a negative world. Belief in what the products are and the company. Commitment. 3 characteristics of somebody that's committed is a burning desire to do something, willingness to work daily, method of operation, and coachable. ABC. Now you want to know what 1, 2, 3 is? 1, use the products. Use the IsaBody Challenge, Healthy Mind and Body. 2, talk to people. 3, use the tools, webinars, events, ISA movie, launch parties, the lookbook, 3-way calls, conference calls, ISA tools to go. ABC, 1, 2, 3. You follow that, you will be successful. There you go, Genevieve. That was about 7 minutes. I cut it 1 minute short.
That was awesome. And I'm sitting here taking notes too, because we're all sitting there together, but we all get different takeaways, which is one of many reasons I was so excited about this call. So we're going to Tori, we are going to get to you, but we're going to keep going with the same day 2 stuff. So we're going to have Mike Janis share about Susan Sly takeaways.
Hey guys, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, cool. Anytime you can hear Susan Sly tell you about anything, I recommend to listen to it. I had somebody that told me today that they watched a piece from her that's not doing Isagenix, and she's amazing. And her session was on the fortune is in the follow-up, and 80% of all sales with Isagenix require at least 5 follow-ups. Some people take years. Just recently, I had one that was 6 months ago. I hadn't heard from her. She didn't like any of my posts. There was no comments. And all of a sudden, tonight after this call, she's going to be signing up with Isagenix. So the fortune's in the follow-up. Make sure you follow up with people and have that consistency and certainty. I think what I heard in most presentations was about certainty, how you hold yourself, your belief in the products, your belief in this company, your belief in yourself is really what's going to drive your progress. So a lot of things that I've been working on with myself is my personal development. So I'm the numbers finance guy. So when I thought that the products were expensive, or in my mind they were, I had to get through that. So if you think the products are expensive, go through that, because they're not. It'll change your life, and then that changes the way you present to people. So she really went through that. If you don't get anything else from what I say tonight, I always have one thing. Science has proven this, and I'm the nerd, remember. There's only 2 things that about fear. Fear is an excuse. There's only 2 things that people actually are fearful of, human nature: falling and loud noises. Anything else beyond that is created right here. So when I had to get through some of the things going on in my world, or what I thought about multi-level marketing, Isagenix, how amazing this is for people, I had to get through some of those blocks that I had in my mind. And she went through that, that really falling and loud noises, the only thing that innate we're able to as people that were really roadblocks. So you've got to figure those things out for you and continue to grow personally. And you're going to have that certainty that's attractive, because people buy from you. It's like Tara said, it's your lifestyle. It's the way you present, your positivity. It's amazing how much positivity is marketable in this culture. And when you continue to be positive, even when the day gets busy and crazy like it did today for me, I still had a good day. And I still am cuddled up with my daughter right now with some of the most amazing people on the planet, enjoying my life. And yeah, it gets crazy, but when you focus on the positive and focus on growing yourself, your life becomes amazing. And then all of a sudden you start attracting people, and you create this massive group and network of people that it's not about money. It's about changing lives and creating friendships and compassionate relationships with people. And that's what she talked about. The most important person that you're recruiting every single day is yourself. And that's part of it. Making sure that you're into personal development and understanding your belief in these products, because they are amazing and they do work. I mean, we've got 10,000 people that just in our group alone that have had success with these products, so they do work. The number one reason people do business with you is because of your certainty. I thought that was really big. They talked about Chip and Joanna Gaines and why that show's so important. It's the certainty that when they show the house ending with Chip and Joanna Gaines, it's going to be a beautiful piece at the end. Well, people love that they know that something is predictable and it's going to happen. They're certain of that, and that's what made that show popular. I know I'm cutting down myself one time, but this is really important too. Qualify your time. There are some people that aren't in the right place for Isagenix right now, and that is okay. Do not worry about somebody saying no. Don't worry about the outcome. Qualify your time. And one of the things she said was, ask the question on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is this to you, or how confident are you, or how ready are you for this? And if they're not a 7 out of 10, say, hey, that's great, but right now I'm really focused on people that are at least at a 7 out when they first said they're a 4. And it just proves that you're professional, that you really are serious and you really want to help people, and you don't have time for people that want to be wishy-washy. Don't pull people. I've done it. It's frustrating. It wears you out. And those aren't the people that are going to grow a massive network of people helping other people. I need people in my life that are going to help other people, because this is going to grow massively. And I want the people who want it for themselves and not something that I want for them, because I already want it. They've got to want it for themselves. That's the big pieces with Susan Sly. I would just talk about the personal growth. That's a big thing for you. Do you want it? And if you want it, you've got the products, you've got the company, you've got the culture, you've got everything that you need to be successful in this company. But what you need to continue to develop is what's going on up here, because I had it when I first started here too. And I still have it sometimes where I get something in my head about not being able to do something, but I'm going to blow the doors off of this for my family, and it's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. And so many people you're so worth it. And make sure you don't let anybody tell you differently, because they may be unhappy or they may be lying to their self. You're worth it. Thanks.
Awesome. It's like I wasn't even, oh my gosh, I'm just getting all moved and all, that was fantastic. Really, really awesome. And I'm all choked up and I loved that. All right, we're going to keep moving on. We're going to have Abigail Kathy share now about the breakout session with Lynn and Michael Hagedorn.
Okay, thanks. Before I start, I want to reflect what Jake said. I walked into that room, first day. I was by myself. I never connected like I was supposed to. And there were no words. There were no words for what it felt like. And as the days went on, that the whole idea that each individual in that room felt like they were part of something bigger, but were being individually recognized for what they were doing. That was out of this world for me. I'm used to going to conferences that people have to go to. This was a room full of 14,000 people that wanted to be there in a way. And the energy was just out there. I couldn't explain it any better if I had to, but you're right, Jake, boy, you could feel it. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about my breakout session with Lynn Hagedorn and Michael Close. Really interesting. It talked about network marketing. And I went because I might be doing this, but it doesn't mean that I know exactly what I'm doing. And I think there's other people in the group that might feel that way at certain times. The most important thing that they said was this is a profession to 19.7 million people. A profession. And they gave us permission to do this as a profession. We're used to professions being something that learn and then earn. You spend 14 years of school and 3 years of residency before you can finally treat somebody. Well, this is not like that. This you earn as you learn as you go. It all happens at the same time. We can all do it in our own different ways, but we can do it. They focused on 5 areas of things that you have to pay attention to. The first was marketing itself. You should know a little bit about what we're doing. There's a lot of different marketing models out there, and we should be somewhat familiar with the one that we've gotten ourselves engaged into. The second one is the company. Know the company that you're getting involved with. Be comfortable speaking about them and know what their image may be to other people. The third thing is the product. No, we don't have to be experts, but we should know the pillar 4 and be able to at least talk about what the goals of some of these products are. And the fourth important thing is the compensation plan. Again, don't memorize it, but have some idea what you're getting into and how you get paid and when you get paid and when you don't get paid and how to get paid more. If it's going to be wealth creation, that's what we're doing. And those things are all unchangeable. These things that you should know, but you don't have much control over them. The one that you do is the you factor. And we've said this in different ways. It's the belief in the fact that you can do this. Belief in the fact that it works. Belief in the fact that you should be doing it. And that makes all the difference. So anybody can get into marketing. If you don't have the you factor and the belief in these facts, it's not going to work. But I really thought it was important that they gave me permission and gave us all permission to do this as a profession. And to be able to use this as our important thing. And I thought that was probably the thing I took out of walking out of that room much more loudly than anything else I heard. And it was interesting to start there. So that was my day 2 takeaways on my breakout session.
And for all that I communicate with you, I didn't even know about that. So that's awesome.
A girl has to have some secrets, Genevieve.
Man, you guys are just like blowing me away. This is why, for all the prep and everything that it takes to get ready for a call, like I was prepping for it and I was still so excited because I knew I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight, you guys. Okay. So now, Tori, are you there? Come on, Tori. I really think that you probably just need to unmute. I know she said she thought she had it figured out. Come on, Tor.
Can I add something to Abigail Doodle's Lynn Hagedorn and Michael Klaus thing just super fast? My favorite thing that they said, and I know you were there and I know you heard it, when people are giving you a hard time about network marketing and, oh, they heard network marketing is, oh, it's a bad idea. Is it really a good idea? He said, Google, is marriage a good idea? Google, is religion a good idea? He said, because you'll find that there's just as many people who think marriage is a bad idea as they do it, that it's a good idea. I thought I just got a big kick out of that because it's so true. You get people, I had somebody, you remember this, Genevieve, come and say, oh, well, I Googled Isagenix and I read some bad things. I'm like, well, again, is marriage a good idea? Google that, see what you come up with. I just thought that was priceless. Sorry to jump in.
That's a really, really good point.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking is, unless Tori says something right here, is Tori actually, I know she'll post her takeaways in our group because she had some really, really good ones, and that leadership training was fantastic. So, and everybody has access to Celebration on Demand. That's willing to take the time to do that. It's definitely worth it. You have access to it for like the whole 90-day game plan, I'm pretty sure. So we'll keep on moving. I'm just going to talk super, super briefly.
Genevieve?
Oh!
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Okay. Third piece of equipment, and you can actually hear me.
Okay. All right, go, girl, go.
Hold on. Let me just hang up my other phone. I'm on an old iPhone. Okay. Hold on a second. Pop over there. Okay. Oh, good. You can see me too. All right. Hey, everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I was upgrading some stuff today. Okay. I am doing the leadership training, which was the day before for managers and above. And one of my big takeaways right off the bat was the fact that there were 6,000 people sitting in that room for leadership. And there were 6,000 people at the first celebration I went to 5 years ago. So that kind of blew me away to see that many people in there that were, looking to lead and to learn. And Eric Worre is always just a rock star. He is top of his industry. He doesn't speak specifically, well, for us it was for Isagenix, but normally it's for any network marketing company. Some of my big takeaways, it's not about you. It's really not about you. And I think most people get hung up in the fact that they think it is about them, or they get it in their head. It's about that personal development that's already been mentioned. And you need to meet people where they're at, and that's what makes it not about you, regarding the business or products, whatever pack that's right for them, or even if it's individual products. Don't go for the PIB. Don't go for what you're going to make off of it. Go for what makes sense for them, because that's going to make for a good long-term customer. We told our story. He had us tell our stories 3 times. We had to get up and work with somebody different each time. And whenever you go to these events, what pops out at you is what you really need to hear. And being transparent with my story, I finally, by the 3rd round, got honest with myself and said, I need to tell somebody really what I'm feeling with my story. I did. I broke down. But guess what? The person that the universe put me with had a very similar story, and we're now connected and we're accountability partners. So when you get transparent and you get open at these events, you really can make some progress and make changes. So that was a big, huge takeaway for me. Now, I'm going to move through quickly the 10 habits of leaders that he went through, because I think all of it, it's hard to narrow it down. All of it is really powerful because it really hits home in a lot of areas. One is your vision. Really, he describes it as walking through a fog before you get started, or as you're getting started, but you're going. Some of us are running through the fog and we have no idea where we're going. But the fog will lift and you'll have a clear vision. But you need to have that end point. Once you lock in on your goal, your subconscious will go to work. And top leaders always have a vision of success. They don't accept in anything less than a successful vision, and that's what they reach for. Make sure you write your vision down in detail. Belief is the second one. You have to have belief in the company, the products, the industry, the team, the leaders. Also believe that they are unstoppable. So that's what makes them strong. Number 3, simplicity. Keep it simple. Just focus on a few tasks. It can get very overwhelming very quickly, with all the websites and the things to do and the people, you know, you need to talk to and the tools you have to give them, and just keep it simple. Just talk to people and use a tool. Number 4, positivity. This one I think is really, really important. No gossiping. The negativity that you allow in through gossiping is going to affect your entire business. If people come to you with a problem, they're usually the problem. That was pretty interesting when he said that. If you're a strong leader, negativity won't come to you because you don't allow it in. And if people do come to you with negativity, it's because they know that you will entertain it. And I thought that was really eye-opening as well. Number 5, hard work. Smart and hard. How much would you pay someone for what you are doing every day? And I think that hits home with a lot of people, because if you're not putting in and doing the income-producing activities, then don't expect the results. 1% of the room does a presentation. Only 1% in the room does a presentation every day. Had done a presentation every day for the last 30 days. So that's a very small amount. So all of us sit in there, we're all excited. There's 6,000 of us. We're all thinking we're going to be rock stars, but only 1% of that room actually had done anything of an income producing every day for the last 30 days. So it's whether or not you're going to decide if that 1% is going to be you. Number 6, focus. Don't be distracted by anything. He considers all media a distraction machine. An email inbox, some of us still, try to clean out our inboxes because it's easy. And he said, that's somebody else's agenda. Do you want to waste time on that? And he said, build your business, not your Facebook business. Although Facebook is a great tool for us, but I know even personally, I can get caught up in it sometimes, finding out what everybody's, doing. And so I can check in with them and I can have something personal. But then again, is that really an income producing activity? Number 7 is being unreasonable. And it's what he meant by that is be unreasonable. Get outside of your comfort zone. Do something that makes you uncomfortable. Because the reasonable person is going to say to just conform to the way everybody else is doing it. So getting it unreasonable will help you to grow. The next thing I have is, here, let me just change something here. See if you guys can see this. Can you see that? It's pessimist on the left, and they're below the line. It's realist in the middle, and they go up a little bit. But see that visionary line? The visionary line goes way to the top. Now, visionary may not reach that far, but that's okay because they're going to get a lot higher than the other 2 groups are going to get. And that was one of my kind of aha moments. The other one was, here's the chart. Oops, so I can hold this straight.
So we can't see what you're putting up there.
Oh, you can't see me. Oh, okay. All right, I'll describe it. That's funny because I can see me and you guys, can you see me or no?
We see your picture. We don't see you.
Oh, okay. I can see me. That's weird. Anyways, okay. Okay, a graph. Line going up is goal. Time is going out to the right. 10% growth. Think of the line, the angle of a line of 10% growth. The vision of Isagenix is like an 80% growth line going up. And is where they're going to hit is somewhere in the middle. And that's great because that's where a visionary wants to hit. It's okay not to reach your goal. Most visionaries will not. So it's okay to set those goals really high and not necessarily meet it, but to reach further than you would have had you set your goal lower. So that's part of the being unreasonable part. And number 8 is promotion. And he said that's his highest compliment he gives to a leader. Posers is someone that just poses to want to do the activity. And they'll announce things like, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. But professionals will actually promote. They'll actually do the work and they'll be saying things like, hey, join me. And also that you need to have a strategy, which is how will you promote yourself and the products and the company. And the last thing was number 10 is immersion. You really just have to immerse yourself. He talked about a plane getting off the ground. And if it's going down the runway at 10%, it's not going to get off the ground. If it's going down the runway at 50%, it's not going to get off the ground. It's got to go at 100% for a short period of time. Then it gets up and it flies. And that's what you have to do with a business to be able to move it forward. That's why we do the 90-day game plans, is that you get that chance to launch and really get going, because it's easier. And this really hit home for me too. And then that will be it for me. Is that it's easier to put your recruiting clothes on once and go hit it hard for a week or 2 or 3 or 4, than to put them on, take them off for a few days, put them on, take them off for a few days, put them on, take them off for a few days. You don't get that momentum of the rush of that jet taking off. So those were the top takeaways from the leadership meeting. It was a great meeting, having so many people in there. And thank you to everybody else for what you've shared, because it's been awesome. Back to you, Genevieve.
Thank you. And apparently I was wrong. Everybody else could see you, but I couldn't because of how I had you on my screen. But thank you.
Oh.
So we've got like 20 more minutes to get the material to fit into the next 6 minutes. So we're going to just jam. So I am going to, unfortunately, day 3 to me was like the most powerful one. I'm going to be sharing like so little of it. Big thing. Use your new associate checklist interview with every single person. If you have not done it yourself, get off this phone, print it out, do your own interview, and get with your sponsor, whoever got you enrolled, whoever's your accountability partner, and do it with them by Sunday. No excuses. Everybody should be using it for every single person. I'm going to summarize so much stuff into that. Do it. No excuses. And if you're doing it, that means you're going to teach everybody else to do it, and that is duplication right there. Use your resources. I really want to hear from Kathy about, she's going to share about focus. D3 was amazing, and she's going to fit it into like 5 sentences. So go ahead.
5 sentences. Ready. First sentence. First of all, this was the Lynn Hagedorn portion of Kathy Coover's leadership closing panel on day 3. That everybody wasn't interesting, but her portion on focus really resonated with me. The first thing she said was everything counts. Everything you do, everything you say. And you can either be going in the direction against where you want to go and retreat, or the direction where you want to go and advance. But everything is going in one direction or another. It's up to you to pick where that is. And focus helps you decide what that is. Focus, of course, stands for follow one course until successful. You can't see it over my shoulder, but it's there. The important thing is, and I'll just finish up with this one sentence, your goals should have a pulse. They should be big. They should be Moby Dick in a fishbowl. They're there and they're in your face. And you got to look at them and you have to go after them like you have on blinders in a horse race, high beams, whatever your idea of focus is in your head, put it there. She said it should have beachfront property. It should top everything for you and focus on it. And then I'll just leave you with this last line, which I put to bed thinking about. When will your finest hour come and how will it arrive? That's up to us to decide. That's it.
Love it. Thank you so much for summarizing that so perfectly. That was awesome. Dawn, I'm going to have you take over. She's going to be covering 90-day game plan and $1 Million Challenge. Thank you so much, Dawn.
Yes, in exactly 2 minutes. So super fast. Okay, 90-day game plan, you guys. The best thing I can do is point you to Tracy O'Malley's call. For anybody who on here who has not listened to Tracy O'Malley's call, it's posted on Dream Achieve Repeat, BBY, and it's also in Isagenix Business. The link is there. Just go do yourself a favor and listen to it, because if you're iffy, if you're thinking, oh, 90-day game plan, I don't really know, just go listen to hear what Tracy O'Malley has to say. And then at that point, you'll know exactly what you're going to do or what you're not going to do. But 90-day game plan, and so what Tori said, you know what? It's easier to put on your prospecting clothes and be prospecting, top of mind, go out there, take a month, do it, than it is to, every couple days, off on. Just go and get it done. And 90-day game plan starts August 22nd and runs to November 20th. For those of you who have not done a 90-day game plan before, the good news is that along the way, normally, and I haven't seen anything otherwise, we have 3 launch party weeks, which means the company's going to be running special promotions to support our 90-day game plan. So as long as you're doing the 90-day game plan and you've opted in, I don't know, Tara, if you're posting that, because maybe I have the wrong view. Anyway, there's a place where you can opt in to the 90-day game plan, and Tara's going to show you where that is. and you can get the emails. There's calls that go with it. And for anybody on here who hasn't heard or doesn't know, we're forming up teams. I'm pretty sure pretty sure everybody on this call is actually part of a team now. If you're not and you want to be, message me, message somebody on the team, say, hey, I want to get on one of the 90-day game plan teams. We're having a Zoom launch call for 90-day game plan on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Central time. And you can download the 90-day game plan right off of somewhere. It's all in. I posted a list of everything you need to do, and Tracy O'Malley did too, everything you needed to do to get ready for the 90-day game plan. So you can access one of those lists and just go through and do what you need to do. So that was 90-day game plan.
Can you see that on the screen?
What's that? I can see it.
You don't. Okay, but you guys can. Okay. It's on.
I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks for that, Tara. So that's 90-day game plan. Anybody has any, just do it. Like, if you're serious about this business, this is absolutely, positively, 100% the best thing you possibly could commit to right now. Get on a team, no matter what your level of commitment is. If you're just saying, I only have 4 hours a week, get on a team and figure out how to best spend that 4 hours every week, because you'll get help. So if you're serious about it, you need to be doing the 90-day game plan. That's all I'm going to say. If you need more help, message me. Because I'm really super excited about $1 Million Challenge, and I only have like a minute and a half left. And I want to tell you guys, there's a flyer for this, and you can print it out. But what I will tell you is I have spent the last 3 days going back and forth with corporate, because there's a couple things on the flyer that aren't quite super clear. So I am waiting to hear back from Travis Garza and Chris Nish tomorrow, and I'll go into like exactly how you do it. But basically, here's the deal: $1 Million Game Plan or $1 Million Challenge. This is like the most awesome thing. This is like the most awesome promotion that I've seen in a really long time. I'm so super excited about this promotion. And you can see, I think it's up on the board. So Tara showed you how to get there. If you need help, again, just message me. But it's right there. It's under contest and promotions, and you opt in and print out the flyer. But here it is. And basically what it is you're going to get points, and you're going to get paid extra for doing the stuff that you're doing anyway. This is a no-brainer, you guys. And here it is. Here's how you get the points. Like a new member, anywhere between 1 and 5 points, depending on their enrollment pack that they come in with. Retail product orders, we don't do a lot of that, but you can see them right there. Here's the deal: personally enrolled new member product reorders. So this is a point that we're getting some clarification on, but at least once a month, if not more, every time you're personally enrolled, your new personally enrolled orders 125 BV or more, you're going to get 5 points in the contest. Like, this is crazy. And then you're going to get points when they enter the Body Challenge, points when they do Healthy Mind and Body, points when anybody in your downline enters Healthy Mind and Body, anybody in your downline, or not in your downline, sorry, you're personally enrolled, does the IsaBody Challenge. Wait, go back up. And here's the biggest deal, because I sent a lot of you, and anybody who didn't get it, message me, I'll send you a breakdown sheet of kind of what you need to do, like how many enrollments you would need every single month to score X number of points to get, a $500 bonus or a $1,000 bonus or a $3,000 or a $5,000 bonus. I don't know, maybe some new boat money. I don't know, Diana. And so it's all there. It's broken down what you need to do. But what wasn't included in that is all of the extra points you're going to get from everybody rank advancing. So I'm telling everybody, put your prospecting clothes on and get out there for this first 6 weeks and get your enrollments now. Get them in early. I've looked at this, I've studied it, and what I got is you get as many enrollments as you can in that first month. I mean, if you want to pace yourself, pace yourself. If you want to make a lot of money in this $1 Million Challenge, go get your prospects, go get your enrollments, get it done, and then spend the rest of the time helping them rank advance. That's how you're going to make the most money. So along the way, I mean, you can see the points. And again, I've broken it down, and I've sent it out to 1 million people. I'm pretty sure if you enroll 12 people a month, starting in August, 12 people a month all the way through, you hit that $1,000 mark, that $10,000, that 1,000 point, $10,000. And then along the way, I mean, okay, so you're getting paid all this money, and you're getting paid in the comp plan, and you're scoring in the leadership pools, and it's crazy. And you're also getting all kinds of little prizes. There's like shaker bottles and pull straps and journals, and like that's just this month. We're doing all like, enrolling a couple people and getting them an Ice Body challenge. You're going to be getting, it's crazy. I mean, I can't even believe that as rich as this compensation plan already is, that they just gave us this. I can't believe it. Like, I'm not kidding. I've spent a lot of time on this in the last week, and I will share everything about it. Next week's call is Tara and Amanda, right, Tara? Tara and Amanda have next week's call. The call after that, which is week 5, we have an extra week this month. I'm breaking down $1 Million Challenge. So I will be crystal clear on the rules, I promise you. And I'm actually lobbying very heavily right now for a couple of the rules to be changed. And so I'll keep you posted on that. It's kind of, actually, it's kind of been a very interesting and kind of funny process. But I was a little up in arms today. So like $1 Million Challenge, get yourself opted in, because after, I think it's like September 12th, if you're not opted in, and if you haven't told every single person to get opted in to get points for what they're already doing, they're not going to get those back points. They're only going to get whatever they get from September 12th forward. So like, tell everybody, because you do not want to be the person who somebody comes to and says, oh my God, why didn't you tell me about the $1 Million Challenge? I enrolled all those people. I got all my people got an Ice Body Challenge. Like, why didn't you tell me? So that's it. If you have any questions, call me. You know, I love this stuff. Like, you know how much I love this stuff. And I love strategizing and figuring it all out and getting the most out of this comp plan and getting the most out of the $1 Million Challenge. So that's what I'm all about. Let's go do it.
Thank you, Dawn. So we're 5 minutes over, and we really try to be in integrity with our calls. But I have to say what Tara said at the beginning. Can you guys imagine if Dawn had gone on and said, I want to tell you about how exciting this is. Like, are you all not so pumped up? Because Dawn is so fired up about it. It's really great. I have to say, this is really important. If you guys don't already know about Celebration Blitz, and I can't get off the phone without saying it because it's next weekend. So I really wanted time. I hate going over, but I have to tell you about Celebration Blitz. If you don't know about it, go to isagenixevents.com. I printed and was going to tell you all real quick. I've been literally calling people all over the country. There's one in Boston. I got people in Boston. There's one in Seattle. I got people in Seattle. There's one in Fairfax, Virginia that we might know somebody who might be a part of.
That's might be training. Yep, I'll be presenting. Robin will be presenting.
Yes,
so.
Presenting. Yeah. So they're all over. You guys, this is the perfect opportunity. I'm pretty sure this was Kathy's first event last year, was the Celebration Blitz that she came to with me in Boston. It was worth the 2-hour drive, guys. It's worth it. It doesn't matter that I was just at Celebration. I went with her. It was fantastic. Go to the Celebration Blitz. You can grow your team that way. It's perfect. Please take advantage. Most of them are almost all of them are next Saturday, August 27th. There is one on August 25th. Check your dates. Switch your schedules, get your babysitters, do what you need to do and get there. All right, and we're gonna wrap up, and thank you so much for all hanging in there with us, and I feel like it was worth it. Thank you, this is fantastic. Yep, love everyone, love this team, love this company, and I'm just more fired up than ever. So thank you all and have a wonderful evening.